Hey traders, I hope this finds you well. I just want to talk to you a little bit about Bitcoin and where we think it's headed. And you might be surprised to hear that we think it's heading down, contrary to what the world at large and the media think. Let me tell you why. Earlier last year, we saw Bitcoin hit $20,000 a coin, which is pretty mental stuff when you're considering its meteoric rise ever since 2017, last year, rising from $4,000 a coin to $20,000 a coin, or just shy of. But over Christmas, the festive season, we've seen it come off these highs, and we've made a all-important lower high. Now, as you can see here, from December to the present, as we speak, it's the 14th of January, we can see that we are in potentially a complex retracement, not just a 2, 3, 4 or 5 bar retracement, but a protracted longer term retracement where we can reasonably expect more selling off to happen in advance of it continuing to the upside. Let me explain. You've probably heard me before mention about ABCD patterns, which are a free wave harmonic pattern consisting of 4 points: point A, point B, point C, point D. And normally they're characterized with the lower high, which is essentially point B to C, and also when it's completed it looks like a thunderbolt formation. Now typically point D is the point where we can expect a reversal, i.e. we can expect price to continue to the downside until we get to point D. But where exactly is point D going to occur when we can reasonably expect price, i.e. Bitcoin, to go up against US dollar again? Well, let's have some further investigation, because we think that we've got far further to go down for Bitcoin. So let's take a look from the high, just shy of $20,000 a coin, to the most recent notable low. You can see that we've got a Fibonacci extension of 1272. There we go. Now, we typically expect ABCD patterns to complete at either 1.272 or the 1.618. So, looking at this right now, if we get our Fibonacci extension back on the chart, we can point from point A to B. There we go. So we've got the 1.272 and the 1.618. There we go, just above $5,000. Now we don't think it's going to go all the way down to 5,000. However, the 1.272 is a significant level, because what happens at that specific point is it correlates with the completion of D. If we're measuring points A to B equals C to D, the thing is, normally we get symmetry between points A to B equals C to D, i.e. they measure the same length roughly. So as you can see here, we've got point A, B measured with this line tool here. Now we drag it over here, we've got it right here, just above $8,000 a Bitcoin. There we go. So let's get our Fibonacci extension tool on it again. We can just mark this point here at 8,317. And if we get an overlap of the 1.272 Fibonacci extension, then that's a great confluence. So we'll be certainly looking at this level in terms of a buy level. There we go. We've got perfect correlation here. The 1.272 Fibonacci extension and the completion of the ABCD pattern, considering that A to B generally equals C to D. Now, if we add Fibonacci retracements to the mix, when you look at the earlier cyclicity, we've got something pretty interesting going on when we look where we drag the Fibonacci retracement from the swing low in mid-November last year to the high seen in December, 20,000 or near enough dollars a Bitcoin, and we can see that this level, this projected level where we're looking for Bitcoin to go down to, the 1.272 extension, aligns pretty nicely with the 786 retracement from November last year. And lastly, if we drag the Fibonacci retracement tool from this low here, seen July 2017, we've got an overlap with the 618 Fibonacci retracement. So we've got a Fib cluster. Okay, so in summary, we're waiting for the completion of an ABCD pattern here, around about 8,398 or thereabouts, because this is essentially the point where we've got a confluence of the A to B equals C to D. We've got a 1.272 Fibonacci extension from point B to A, and we've also got an alignment with the 786 Fibonacci retracement as long as the 50 Fibonacci retracement as well. Okay, so we're just simply going to be waiting for price to come down to our trap here. We're going to stalk price until then, and we're not going to trade it until we get a bullish pin bar reversal on the daily or the weekly time frame. Okay, I repeat, we're not going to trade this until we get price come down to this level or gets intercepted by $10,000 a Bitcoin. As 10,000 is a key psychological number with its 4 zeros, we can reasonably expect quite a bit of support or buying pressure around about there. What we could see is price test the 1.272 and the said level and open and close above the 10,000 level. So we could see a bullish pin bar reversal on the daily or the weekly time frame with the open and close above 10,000, but with the long tail testing the 1.272. And we get a bullish pin bar reversal on the daily or the weekly time frame. Until then, we're just going to be simply watching and waiting. Okay, happy trading, folks.